Where did Sleeper come in all this? Was this before?
Sleeper's early.
Early.
Yeah, that was great fun.
Tell me about Sleeper, because that became sort of a classic Woody Allen movie. Did you have any inkling during the process that this was going to be huge?
I just liked being his stupid sidekick. I loved it, and she was such a jerk. I love jerks.
Really?
I wish I could excel at, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I'd like to do a few more jerks, yeah, like that. Just causing trouble, and it's like My Little Margie Galestorm, that kind of thing.
And Annie Hall, obviously, too.
Well, that was touching, because it's about goodbye, really. It's about not all love can last.
Were you in love with Woody Allen during those movies?
I had a huge crush on Woody right from the moment I saw him. I was auditioning for Play It Again, Sam, and he was 5'7", and he was a relatively short. He is a relatively short fellow, and I did my audition, and they were worried that I was going to be too tall, so they put his head down and they measured us, and I got the part because I wasn't taller than he was. So this is like the way it began, and he was hilarious. And I think that the thing about Woody that's so interesting is, how did I get to be his friend? I don't know how I got to be his friend, because it's hard to become a friend of Woody's. He's a very, very private person, and yet I'm his friend. Annie Hall, for example. Annie Hall, that was a movie that was completely effortless.
Relationship, I think, is
that
like
was
a shock. It has
so
to
easy
constantly move forward or it
that
dies.
it's kind of that never happens. It was just a charmed experience, and it was everything you did. There was no marks exactly, and you just did. We did stick to the script, but it was about the easiest thing I've ever done in my life.
It was about you, wasn't it, in a lot of ways? I mean,
In
didn't
some
Woody
ways, I
Allen
think.
write this for you, about you? Because I know, was your real name Diane Hall?
My name is Diane Hall.
And people used to call you Annie?
Never. They never called me Annie. No, they always called me Diane or Di Stuck. When I was really young, it was Di Diapers. I mean, really nice things like that. So, ordinary, very ordinary type person. So I think he captured the essence of that, yeah.
I mean, the la-di-da stuff.
I never said la-di-da in my life until he wrote it. But I was a person who, as you know, couldn't complete a sentence, so he did get that right.
Working with Woody was great and
Easy every time out. And so how about that? He was, I like directors who just sort of say, Diane, louder. Diane, move your head over there. Diane, I like it when there's simple directions. Clear, that's too much. You did too much. Do this line this way. I don't mind it. Hey, hello.
What do you think? Woody Allen's movies are so fun and interesting and varied, creative. What is it about him as a director and as a writer and as an artist, really?
He just has a mind like nobody else. It's bold. He's got a lot of strength, a lot of courage in terms of his work. And that is what it takes to really do something unique. And a genius imagination.
Why do you think you never got married?
I think that the reason I didn't get married was because I would have to compromise too much. I think I took my cue from my mother there. I didn't want to have that. I wanted to try more adventurous things for myself, and I think that I didn't know how, and I was also afraid of men.
Really?
Oh yeah. I was afraid of men, yes. My way of thinking was you had to be chosen. I mean, I'm part of my generation, or maybe, since I was born in 46, right? So I had to wait for people to ask me out. I was always being turned down or overlooked, and, I saw myself as, kind of a victim in that area. And then I was very much attracted to special people. And I wanted to be special too, obviously, So, yeah, it was hard for me to kind of compromise. I think I wasn't really marriage material.
Do you regret that?
Yeah, in some ways I do. But I regret not telling my mother how much I loved her. There's a lot of things I regret. My father as well. I mean, not just looking him straight in the eye like I was telling you, and just looking at him and saying, you know, I love you. I love you. But
Don't you think they knew it?
but it's fun sometimes, though, to do it instead of know that they love you. They didn't quite get. That's why I think I love to perform, is because it's an opportunity to let go in a way that you can't let go in real life. Do you know what I mean?